The reason crime is on the rise everywhere is because citizens have no
Hello, I'm Savannah Cassie. Today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 11 and 12. Let's get on to it.
one to believe in. They need to rely on someone.
I mean, All Might is right in a way. I hate people who be like, oh, All Might destroyed half of society. You know who destroyed half of society? The heroes who didn't do shit. The heroes who didn't back him up or didn't do anything to help All Might. Yes, All Might is going around saving everyone, but you guys could still help out. But instead, you guys are letting All Might do everything because you guys are lazy as shit.
So that's what drives you to become a hero, even though you're quirkless.
Is this sort of like a Deku thing where he goes up to Nana, he's like, I'm quirkless, but I still want to help out. Like, I want to be a symbol that creates hope and peace and calmness. And then Nanya is like, I like you, kid. I'm going to give you my powers.
Good. We're stopped in front of the station. Luckily, we missed.
I love how they take off their disguises. Hey guys, you guys aren't any safer. You guys are still surrounded by a bunch of people. Just imagine the people to see you without your disguise and like, aren't those UA kids? Didn't you guys just get attacked? Aren't you guys supposed to be at the hospital?
It happened to be my best escape route. You're welcome. I had to get out.
I love Kiroshima's over here, like, translation. He means thank you.
This is what you would have wanted. Right, All Might? You have.
I mean, it's not like really he had a choice. It's not like really you guys had a choice. Like, yes, he needed Bakugo away from the, where he was so he could actually use his full power on the villain. But also, yeah, that's it. I was gonna say something else, but I lost my train of thought.
Take a lot of work to master it.
My master was a...
I like that he's getting these flashbacks while fighting, like, the mastermind. I'm not calling by his actual name, because I will just slip it up every time, because, like, that's the person who gave him his power, that's the person who died fighting the evil mastermind, so, like, yeah, it's cute.
You're in the...
Damn, All Might always hit those pilots, and damn, that did nothing to the mastermind. Oh, he's got 1,000 times stronger. I wonder how many quirks he has, like, right now.
Oh, you got distracted, and that's how he escaped and put a hole in your stomach.
Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the guy that put a hole in All Might's stomach. How do you forget something like that? I don't know.
Use your wits. Can you still fight? It's doing.
Hey, Grandor, you're telling All Might to outsmart the master strategist. I don't think that's going to work.
Believe it! How is one person so powerful? He's destroyed the city!
Oh, everyone's devastated. Everyone's just like super worried about All Might, hoping that All Might will win.
I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. It looks bad, sure.
I mean, they aren't wrong. The only person that's been doing anything for decades is goddamn All Might. Legit, All Might took all of the jobs and everyone else just kind of retired.
I should land the final blow? You know All Might. As much as you...
I mean, I have no idea. If you want to land the final blow, land the final blow. But I have a feeling All Might's not gonna die easily.
are symbol of peace.
Oh shit, true form reveal to the entire city, to the entire country, damn!
In my heart, I remain the symbol of peace.
I love All Might. I love All Might because, like, yeah, I may be at my worst state, my vulnerable state, but I will still keep fighting on until the day I die.
He's Nana Shimura's grandson.
Quick question, Mastermind, why did you pick All Might's successor's grandson to be your evil minion? Like, why was that the plan? Like, I get it if you want to destroy All Might's psyche, you think this is one of the ways to destroy All Might's psyche is to do this, but you could legit pick anyone else to do the same exact plan.
No matter how scared you are, you should smile to show that things will be okay.
Oh, damn, Mastermind's got him. Oh, All Might is just poorly shaken. Because at first he's like, I will beat you. And then he realized that, and his worldview just completely, utterly collapsed.
All Might! We need you!
How are you still alive? Entire building has crushed upon you. How are you alive?
Show what you can do! Lift it!
I love this. I also love that they were kind of worried about what the public would think about All Might because they were kind of bashing UA. But no matter what, they're like, All Might's the #1 here. No matter what he looks like, he is still All Might. And now they're just cheering on for him. This is probably the best scene ever.
I'm not done yet. You were right. The hero has so...
I love this. I love this so much. Like, this is so hype. This scene, like, makes me want to cry. And All Might is just clearly showing us just how much of a badass he is. Because he doesn't really have that much of his power, like, at all. But he would use all of it, drain his entire power, just in order to beat this bad guy, just to save these people.
He should have been out of power a long time ago. Muscle.
He's using the last bit. He's using all of his reserves. Like, after this, he's not gonna have anything.
Distorted form can't be good.
Wait a minute, is All Might gonna have some scars on him, sort of like Deku does? Like, because, like, I know he's been training with his cloak for longer periods of time, but right now, he's at his weakest state, and he's using more than 100% of his body in his weakest state, where he can't really do that much. So, could he get scars?
Charging at me with your entrails strewn across the ground.
Oh my god, shut up, Mastermind. Stop dialoguing. I love when bad guys just dialogue for half the time, and I'm just like, hey, how about you just beat up the person you're supposed to beat up?
Hang on with that weak little body!
Looks like we made it in time.
I love Endeavor. He woke up and shouted that, because he's like, what the fuck is going on? What happened while I was away?
Rated the two of us. The stronger you got,
Yep, that's what happens when you become obsessed. Like, I get it if you want to become All Might because he inspires you, but for Endeavor, it became his #1 obsession. It became partly his reason to live, and nothing could break it. And then when he couldn't become All Might or beat him, he also did that to his children as well.
Show them why you're better!
I love that Endeavor's doing this. I like Endeavor sort of like cheering him on. Because, like, at first we thought Endeavor kind of hated All Might at the beginning, but it's just kind of my admiration that went a little bit too far.
But if we can just help a little, then we have fulfilled our duty.
Strong lines that everyone should live up to in this world. It's like, even though a hero as powerful as All Might as around, you guys should still help out with the small little things. Even if you think you're in the way, you could rescue heroes, you can help rebuild, you could do something else.
That the world needs some kind of pillar of support. And he says,
I wonder if Gran Torino thought Toshinori was crazy trying to become the symbol of peace, and now he definitely sees him as the symbol of peace, and he was like, wow, I was an idiot.
That includes your students, whose admiration knows no...
This is so cool. I love the civilians still cheering him on no matter where they are in the world. They are continuously cheering him on so he could beat the villain. This is so cool.
Combination of quirks I have stored up within me right now. This will...
We get it, my dude. You stole a lot of quirks, so you have to loudly announce what quirk you have. I don't think you need to do that.
As his teacher, I should have reprimanded him for coming here.
I feel bad for Yagi admitting that he's a bad teacher because, to be fair, in his idea, this guy was dead. He thought he had all the time in the world to properly teach young Midoriya how to properly and not injure himself that bad, how to use his powers. Like, without the villains, I feel like maybe Midoriya would be able to harness his power maybe a little bit more effective. I think during the sports arc, he would still definitely break his bones, but I don't think it would be that bad.
And fulfill your duty.
Oh, that's so cool imagery. I just like when the flashbacks happen because they're so cool, and I like how it's just like the bad guys, like, you're just using your frail body to keep the heat going up so you can use all your power still.
Right arm is bait. But
A clever
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. I also love All Might's like, okay, one arm won't hit you. I'm gonna switch around my cork and use the other arm. Also, I didn't know that he could do that. It's like cool that he's able to do that, but still. that was also cool. Sorry if I'm just saying like that's cool like a bunch of times. This episode's so hype and like everything's cool about it and I love the imagery and I like the fighting. There's just like I'm just like it's happening. Oh, thank the Lord. We finally beat up the bad guy. Can we kill him now? Like, he's a menace to society. I don't know what jail cell you're gonna hold him at that will contain him. Like, I feel like there probably are jail cells involved with criminals who do have quirks and use them for evil. But, like, is there a jail cell that will contain him? Especially knowing that there's more than one quirk stored up in his body. I love that he's just kind of flexing now. Like, he does not have to do this, but he's gonna do it for, like, everyone around him, saying, like, hey, I won.
Now, it's your turn.
Damn, that's gonna haunt Midoriya for the rest of his life, because he thinks probably this message is gonna be for him. Like, oh, it's my turn to be the number symbol piece. But I think he's talking to everyone, being like, hey, I can no longer go on. It's your turn to become the next symbols of peace. And we get the famous Bakugo glare that always been happening. Like, dude, stop glaring. And I have a feeling he's going to know now.
We haven't gotten any worthwhile information from the bar at all.
Now, before we start the next episode reaction, if you like my reaction, special like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so you know the next time I post. Leave a goddamn comment and let's get on to it.
Perpetrators, including Shigaraki, slipped through our fingers. Honestly, even though we can...
Well, maybe you guys should have called more heroes, because, like, there's still other pro heroes that we don't see. I'm guessing maybe they were doing something else, so they, like, couldn't be there, but maybe call other backup.
Weakened body has been exposed to the world. Everyone knows...
Well aware, and I like how they're like, we knew this was going to happen eventually, and we did nothing behind this. Like, we didn't tell the heroes to keep doing the job that they gotta be vigilant. We didn't change the rules of the police force. You knew All Might was getting weaker and weaker by the day. And, like, you could have easily changed the rules of police force to get the police involved to help and rally around All Might. You can get All Might to be like, hey, you need a successor, or you need to have someone by your side helping you out in missions.
Plans are growing more strategic. He now appears to be focused.
Well, that's what happens when you learn by trial and error. At first you can be spoiled brat, and then you see someone with ideals, and then you realize those ideals can be weaponized against society.
As the police, we have to be more proactive in apprehending villains. We are not just backup.
Hey, I know one thing that the police can do. Actually use their quirks against villains. Like, let the chief police use the quirks for villains. For people who, like, are the first day of police and don't know the rules of the law, don't let them use quirks. Be like, you can't use your quirk. But the chief of police or, like, the sheriff of police are allowed to use their quirks.
To shield the youngster from the hero world. She told Toshinori and me.
Did Shigaraki's father do something to Shigaraki? Because I would get, like, Shigaraki's father having a resentment to superheroes after his mother was banned. Like, we got Dakota. He hated people in quirks because, like, his family died. Could that have to happen to Shigaraki's father? He kind of, like, probably did the same thing that Endeavor did to his children. Only be like, no quirks, no nothing. Hits the abusive family. And then Shigaraki gaining his power similar to maybe his mother's, and then he just kills his entire family.
Find him and then...
Then what? Give him a pat on the head?
I don't know, send him to timeout. He's like a toddler who hasn't grown up and he's like 35. I think you could send him to a timeout. Or at least rehabilitation, just like properly educate the poor boy.
The whole way there, he was silent.
Yeah, probably because he's processing a lot of shit. By the way, like, I know the pro heroes knew where Bakugo was. Like, they knew he was with friends and that he was safe. But also, no one went to go look for him to make sure also the other students got there safely.
I should have earned it myself, not by him failing.
I like Endeavor. Like, when he doesn't earn something, he's like, no, I don't want that. We saw that with the stain thing. He was not happy. You could see in the interview, he was like, I didn't do this but he had to say that he did this in order to keep, like, the children not getting their, like, suspended or something from school or kicked out, whatever, for using the quirk unsupervised. And now he has to kind of get the number one hero spot without gaining it. Because he fully wanted to gain it. He wanted to be like, oh, I'm number one hero. I finally earned it. But instead, All Might had to retire. And he's like, I got it, but I don't want it that way.
Smash! You made a
You know what? Fair. Deku does should have been knocked on his head a long time ago. This plan was crazy. It could have, like, multiple ways. It could have not worked. But thankfully, it did. Wait a minute. How are you able to turn to Big Mike? I thought your embers were all snuffed out. Unless this is, like, the embers giving him, like, sort of, like, almost a new quirk. It's not like an actual quirk. It's like, hey, you do Small Might and Big Might, like, since, like, you got your powers or since your injury. I don't know if you could always do this or this is just the thing he was able to do since his injury. But it's like the quirk being like, oh, you were quirkless. Thank you for being my predecessor. I'm gonna give you this one small thing that you can do. Does this mean if, like, Deku gave up his powers or was stolen his powers, does this mean he could do something similar to, like, what All Might is doing right now?
We decided what we were going to do right after we got the notice in the mail. I mean, you should have heard.
Like, her parents are like, how dare you injure my daughter? And they're just, like, secretly, by the way, we'll let our daughter in. We were just trying to bring up in good face. By the way, how does Vlad do it? I feel like Vlad's the most easiest person to go to each student because most of the students weren't injured because we don't know where they were. We don't know what happened to them. I'm pretty sure they didn't even go to this camp.
You kidding? Hell yeah, get this kid in a dorm room.
You hack! Hit me a...
I'm sorry if anyone was like, oh no, Bakugo got hit. And I'm just, like, over here laughing because they're like, this family's not going to be interesting. She goes, yeah, send him to the dormitories. I don't give a fuck.
You never would have gotten caught and caused all that trouble.
I'm understanding where Bakugo got his anger issues from. It's from his mama.
So brought out. Oh, don't you even think about using your quirk.
The poor teachers, they look so done with life, but also they're just like, what the fuck?
I was worried about the kid, obviously, and didn't know what would happen.
Yeah, that's how we all were in season 1. Worried about your kid being a menace to society.
He's a hot-tempered brat, and we know he's a pain, but please...
Damn, love Bakugo's parents. It was a wild entrance, but then at the end, she was like, I'm just gonna pat your head, and we're gonna say thank you for keeping our son safe, and you guys will be able to have him in his school time.
He's my student, just like you.
Just tell him the truth. He already knows it. I know maybe you don't want to tell him the truth because Azawa was there, but I feel like Azawa should know about your transfer ability. Unless he still doesn't, it's only the principal that knows that you can transfer abilities. Hey, Zuko, maybe close your door before your number one hero that you done your Thai room like a shrine comes to your house.
And I won't allow it.
Wait, what?
I hate everyone in MHA who hated Inko for saying this. Because fair. First, she doesn't know her son has a quirk. He's not supposed to have a quirk. And then during the sports festival, this is the first time she ever sees him have a quirk. He says something. He finally says something probably prior to it or on the day. He comes home with a bazillion broken bones. She's like, okay, this is one off. Yue is gonna fix this, even though there was a villain attack. Yue has fixed this. And then he gets attacked again at a small way. He's supposed to be safe, not any villains still attacked. And then he gets attacked again at the camp, and he just keeps injuring himself. Like, I get where she's coming from. She's a worried mother who doesn't want her son to be injured all the time.
I shouldn't have been surprised. I'd been ignoring my mother's feelings for so long.
Yep, and still, you are still surprised. I was gonna be like, Inko's most likely gonna pull him out of the school. If she doesn't, I would be super surprised. Because, like, every single phone call we had with her, she's worried. She's like, I can't deal with this. Even when he got attacked like the training camp. I was about to say Hosu, but then I remember she doesn't know about that. She's like, do you have to go back to UA? Can't you go to a different hero school, please?
But I didn't listen! So you're saying you didn't learn? Don't you think that means the school's responsible?
Facts, being facts. Because, like, none of these teachers are really warning about Izuku to restrain his power. Only time they actually warned Zuko to restrain his power with over the limit is after he got injured. I mean, like, you have this quirk with this boy with the dangerous quirk. Every time he uses his quirk, it broke his muscles. You did nothing about it. And then he had to go get someone else, Gran Torino, to harn his quirk and be better at not breaking his bones. And still after that, you don't talk to him and ask him like, oh, how did you do that? What did you learn? How could we as a school help you better learn your quirks so you don't keep hurting your body? You just completely went like, oh, after this, he's completely fine now. Like, the school is ignoring Izuku's problems.
He can always go to a different school. There are lots of other hero courses out there besides the one at UA.
So true. And isn't it wild once people like don't get into UA or don't like get in time? Because Vigilante, there was that one guy who wanted to go to UA, but he wasn't able to get to the training course or obstacle thing on time, and so he like never tried again for any other hero course. I'm like, dude, go to a different school. You're telling me all these schools do the same exact thing on the same day? There's no way impossible that they go online on the same day UA does. Like, go to a different school and apply to become a hero. Yeah, it's not gonna be UA, but at least you get your license.
At UA or not, I swear it!
I love this as a message to probably all my Deku saying like, hey, I'll train my body so well that I'll become just like you and I will do it at UA or not.
He is my choice to become the world's next symbol of peace.
I'm sorry. It's like sometimes indeed. And it was so like, oh, I choose Suzuki to be the number one symbol of peace. And I'm just like, this mother's already having a heart attack. Maybe don't say that. And I love how he's telling Ego kind of what's going on, but he couldn't tell Bakugo the same truth.
Priority. Look not at the current UA, but toward the...
This is giving me the feels. Oh my, get up off the floor. I know you apologize. Please get up off the floor. And I love that he's sincere and like bowing down, like showing respect and just like apologizing.
I want Izuku to be safe and happy.
Fail. That's all a mother wishes. Her son to be happy and safe. And when a school keeps getting attacked and seems to be neglecting your son in specific training with a bone-shattering quirk, then maybe the UA school has problems.
Of course! I won't make you worry!
Mr.
Damn, that entire thing was good shout. Like when I first watched this, because I have to like screen record everything and then react to it, I was like, shit, I'm in tears. Now like reacting to it, I'm like, shit, I'm in tears again. Oh, that was good. Those were the best 2 episodes ever. And if you like this reaction, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, turn your notifications so you know the next time post. Leave a goddamn comment and have a goddamn good day.